Grand Solar Rising, my good souls, my beautiful people. How are you this morning? I hope you are all well. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome. Grand Solar Rising. I hope that your solar rising is all well. Welcome to the BMGI Chamber Matrix. I am your soulcologist, Black Moon Dwan. Thank you for joining me this morning. I will be doing an Energyscope for December 2025. We are just coming out of Mercury retrograde this past Saturday. So we are in the shadow period. So some of you guys may be feeling that right now. This Mercury retrograde was a doozy. So that is over now. So things are going to start to move a lot quicker. As we're approaching the end of the year, I'm kind of feeling like there is definitely a reset coming. Not like normal years where it's just a regular reset. I'm feeling like this is a very, how can I put it, intense reset. It's not something that's going to be smooth sailing. It's going to be abrupt for a lot of you. So this is how it's going to work. The pre-shift, if you will be happening during the fake new year. So that's in January, right? And then in March, when the real new year hits, then you'll start to be able to see the shift in action, if you will. My incense are not cooperating. I'm going to have ashes all over my desk here. So I'm going to get into it, and we're going to get into the message for December of 2025 for the collective. All right. We're going to say our prayer, and we're going to get into it. All right. Ooh. Okay. Thank you, God, Source, Creator, the source and force of all things. I give thanks to you today. I give thanks to you for my gifts. I give thanks to you for my bloodline. I give thanks to you for the message that you were giving for me to give to the collective today. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of our mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Unite the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground, the fruitful vision, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as we are all gathered here now to be made whole once again. Ashe, it is so, and it is done. All right, guys. So if you guys are interested in getting a it's not a consultation. If you're interested in a session, a mini session, you can always go on to my Hipsy and book there. Let me make sure that it's on so that I can get the alert when you guys book book a service on there. So you guys be sure to like, share, subscribe to the live and to my channel. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. All right, so we're good. Okay. All right. So I have the request up. I also have the event up so you guys can find it. All the services are active at the moment. I'm on live now. Let's do Facebook. All right. So we're Gucci, guys. We are good to go. I got that up. All right. So, again, like I said, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, and we are moving into this shift that is happening collectively. So, you want to see what Spirit has to say for December 2025? Please, Spirit. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. God, Source, Spirit, my angels, my ancestors, my guides, please give me a message that is clear and concise, that is for the greatest and highest evolution, growth, and sustainment on this journey for seekers of truth. We got Teacher, which is number 33. So this is telling me that your ascended masters, your ancestors, those on the higher planes, your guides, are watching over you in this moment. They are standing at this threshold. If you guys see the mountains in the background, this is showing that you are being guided and watched over, even through these gates, right? Even through all of the things that you've gone through. Even though you may feel like doors are closing on you, another one is definitely opening for you. Okay? We got Echinacea Destiny, which is the number 30. It's very much giving me Wheel of Fortune energy. Running out of room, y'all. It's giving me definitely destiny energy. So I'm also feeling like some of you are going to be in this energy of weaving your destiny. So you're in like this prime energy to say what you want and create it. It's almost like as long as you have your energy focused on what you want to achieve, what you're trying to create or co-create, it's almost like, good morning. It's almost like it's boom, it's going to happen right then and there, because this is your destiny. What is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay? We got Lemon Balm, which is 52, which breaks down to a 7. And this is, for me, is giving me very much, you need to nurture your gifts. You need to nurture your talents, the things that you've been putting on the back burner, the things that you didn't think anyone was going to listen to or take your advice in, or you didn't think that you could be an authority in whatever field it is. This is saying that, hey, don't sell yourself short. Teach yourself to trust in the process of things. Teach yourself to be in the moment. Teach yourself to not let your, it's almost like retraining your brain, right? Retraining your brain to always have positive thoughts. Even if you're not sure, always keep those positive thoughts, right? And it's saying to nurture that teaching spirit within yourself. There's something that you're not nurturing, that you need to be the parent to yourself with. Some of you is inner child. Others of you, it's definitely shadow work that you are avoiding. Okay? What else do you have for destiny? Guardian, Palo Santo 55. Okay, so we definitely have two master numbers on the board, 55 and 33, and 44 on the bottom. Acceptance, y'all. I can't make this up, okay? Spirit is saying that you need to accept who you are, the strength of your power, the magnitude of your energy. It's saying that you need to change your perspective on how you see yourself and how you move in this world. A lot of you are getting to this point where I feel like this year was kind of hard for some of you. And when you go through difficulties and you go through hardships and things don't seem to be turning out the way that you want, sometimes we get discouraged. Spirit is saying don't be discouraged. Teach yourself to always be in a positive mindset. If you're in a positive mindset of gratitude, of appreciation, things like that, these are higher vibrations. When you vibrate at a higher vibration, things on the lower vibration don't tend to stick, because you are constantly ascending and it can't hold on to you and bring you back down and have you going back into your old programming, old thoughts, and things of that nature. When you get to the point where you're able to recognize, hey, this is not the way that I want to move. This is not the way that I want to think. This is not what I want to create. Once you realize that your thoughts create emotions, when you attach an emotion to a thought, you anchor that into your body. Once you anchor that in your body, you're moving on that frequency now, for better or for worse. So if it's a good frequency or a high vibrational frequency, that's what you're going to be moving in. If it's a low vibrational frequency, that's what you're going to be moving in. So teach yourself to anchor in positive energy, positive thoughts, positive just positive expectations. Some of you, you expect the worst, even though you plan for greatness. You can't plan for greatness and then expect the worst. Law of expectation. If you expect the worst, then you're going to get the worst. You know, it's almost like seeking you shall find. If you're seeking out bad expectations, or you're expecting things to turn out in a negative way, then that's how it's going to happen. It's almost like what's the word, self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, yeah, this year has been rough for you guys. It's been rough for my seekers, and it's okay, because this was supposed to teach you perseverance. This was supposed to teach you that you are more resourceful than you believe. This is supposed to teach you that just because things don't always turn out the way you want them to, doesn't mean that you should throw out the baby with the bathwater. It doesn't mean that the whole thing is no good. This was to teach you that you can take back your power. You can take back your sovereignty. You can take back what it is that you feel like you've lost. When you get to this plane of acceptance, right? You understand that everything that you've gone through has led you to where you are today, for better or for worse. Right now, this month is a turning point. We're on this axis. Things are spinning. Things are changing. We're on that wheel of fortune. Things are changing for the better. But as they're changing for the better, we have to let go of those things that no longer serve us. And if you're holding on to those things, then it's going to be a hard transition. So go with the flow. Okay? Yes. The High Priestess. Your intuition, your dreams, just things in general are going to start to happen like magic for you. When I say like magic, I'm not talking woo-woo magic. I'm talking quantum shift magic. Okay? That means that you've taken the time to analyze where you are and where you want to be. You've taken the time to realize that, hey, okay, I've made these steps in the past. This didn't work. I've made this step now and it's working for me. Keep doing those things that are working for you. At this point, it's kind of like trial and error. Spirit is saying you're moving into a space that you've never been before. You're turning over a new leaf. You're starting on a new frequency. You're going to be experiencing new things. But you can't experience these new things until you have accepted what's gone on in the past, if that makes sense. So, what is this? Hold on. Oh, I seen a card flip. Hold on. What is that? We got the Two of Pentacles. It says that you were trying to nurture too many things at one time. You were straddling the fence. You were trying to play both sides. Spirit is saying pick a lane. You're spreading yourself too thin. It's saying nurture the path that you're on. Something is going to trigger you to where you're going to realize that, hey, whatever this other path is, or whatever this, it's not even a path, it's a distraction. Whatever this distraction is, you're going to realize that, hey, it is just that, a distraction. Where you may have felt like, okay, this is something that I need to do. This is something that I need to pursue. You're going to soon realize that it was a distraction to throw you off your game, to take you off of the frequency you're supposed to be on to create what it is that you're here to create. For others of you, it's definitely this thing of you are living a double life, literally. This is literally living a double life. You are presenting yourself as one person, but you're really someone else. And then on this other side, you're presenting yourself as another person, but you're really someone else. This is not going to work for you. Whoever this is that's trying to straddle the fence, no. You're going to end up being Humpty Dumpty, and you're going to have a great fall. And all the king horses and all the king's men ain't going to be able to put your ass back together again. Stop that shit. Okay? You can't play on someone's vulnerabilities to get yourself on a higher plane. It never works. So whoever is trying to fake the funk and skim and dip and do all this, it's not going to work out for you. You better cut it out. Whoever you're trying to do this against is guarded. I don't know who it's for, but whoever you're trying to play, they're guarded. Very much so. So don't mess with them. Whoever this is for, cut that. The guardians are here to protect you in this time of need. They're letting you know that this time is going to look like everything is falling apart. It's going to feel like Moldavite is taking over your life. If you guys didn't know anything about Moldavite will come in and it will wreck some okay? It's going to wreck it, but at the same time, it's going to put you in a course correction for your greatest and highest good. Some of y'all need that because you hard-headed. You hard-headed, which is why you keep going through things. Because you think that you know better. And Spirit is telling you, follow my lead. Follow my lead. I'm going to lead you to where you need to go. I'm going to teach you the ways to manipulate the energy so you can work it to your advantage. Some of y'all are just thinking that you can do it your way. It's not going to work for you. The guardians, the emperor, they're like, yo, they are standing tall. They are standing on business. They're like, ain't nobody's going to come in here and mess up your shift. No one's going to come in here and mess up what we have planned. No one's going to come in here and have you feeling like you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Someone in your life, in your atmosphere, whether it's a coworker, your spouse, your children, your dog, I don't care. There's someone in your atmosphere that downplays you, right? They make you feel like you're small. Spirit saying in this month, Hold up. Why? You see? Cut that out. Sorry, guys. That is definitely my work phone, and I have not been at work for hours. Let's turn that off. Okay. Sorry, guys. Work phone. Haven't been at work since 6:30, 8 o'clock. But Spirit is saying this month is a month of acceptance. You have to accept who you are, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to build. And it's almost feeling like you've been put in a certain position to where you're able to see things a lot clearer than what you've been seeing them. Spirit is saying, accept where you are. Accept what you've been through. Honor what you've been through, because without that, you wouldn't be who you are today. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of us have been through trials and tribulations for decades, and your body is stuck in fight or flight. Others of you have literally anchored in fear. So every response is on autopilot. It's fear. You want to do something, but you're standing right on the cusp because you're doubting yourself. You don't think you're good enough. You don't think you have what it takes. You don't think you have enough credentials. It's wow, la la la, woo woo woo, shoot the goose. Like, we can't keep doing this. You have to believe in yourself in order to get things done. Spirit is saying all these trials and tribulations that you've been through this year, they've been there to strengthen you on a spiritual level. They've been there to help you get off of the fence. They've been there for you to take an authority in your life. Spirit is saying this month, this December of 2025, this is the month where you need to stand in your authority. You need to be a leader in your life. You don't need to be an extra in your own movie. You dig me? You need to be the main character. Some of you are playing an extra in your own freaking movie. No bueno. No bueno. The main theme for this month is acceptance. Accept what you've been through. Accept where you've been. Accept the losses. Accept the victories. Acceptance and gratitude are like the key, wealth. And that teacher came out again. You're getting a wealth of knowledge this month. A wealth of knowledge that's going to help you move along your journey. That's going to help you step into this next phase with grace, with ease, with some type of support. Where you didn't feel like you were supported before, you will feel that support moving forward. You will have a wealth of teachers that are going to come in and show you how you need to move forward. Others of you, you are the teacher. You have something of importance that you can teach, that you know. That you understand better than anyone else. Even if it's not something that someone has ever done before. Even if it's not something that is mainstream. Spirit is saying put that out there. That teacher came out again. Okay? So this month there's definitely lessons being learned, lessons being taught. There are also things that you are going to learn and things that you are going to unlearn. When you get to this place of acceptance, you realize that the things that didn't work out the way that you wanted them to aren't necessarily failures. there are dreams that just need a little tweaking. So it's like this month you're going to teach yourself that, hey, failure is not an option, because even if something doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that it's a failure. Some part of it worked. You just got to figure out what. Whether that's the way you see yourself, the way you see others, the way that you compare yourself to others, the way that you see money, the way that you see relationships, the way that you see whatever. Your approach to life needs to be more on the positive wavelength, because when the student is ready, the teacher will come. Some of you are in this stage right now where the teacher is going to be coming to you this month. And they're going to come with a wealth of knowledge. They're going to come with a wealth of energy. They're going to come with a container that is able to support you and them in your journey. Some of you need to understand that when you get to a place where you feel like you're stuck and you don't know which way to go and you don't know what to do, that's when Spirit is telling you it's time to rest. It's time to quiet your mind. It's time to sit with your thoughts and contemplate where it is that you want to move to next on your spiritual journey and on your personal growth journey. What story are you telling yourself on the day-to-day? What emotion is behind it that you react to? Why do you why do you wear the hat that you wear? Are you wearing a mask? Or are you projecting your true self? And if you're not, why? Why? Why is it important to you to hold on to the story that you've been telling yourself all this time? Why is that important to you? What are you gaining from it? Whether it's something good or something bad, you're gaining something by holding on to this fabrication. Okay. Y'all, I'm getting hot, man. It's getting hot in here. Okay, Phil. No problem. Okay. Let me take this sweater off. I'm about to burn up in here. It's almost like Spirit is telling you, when you get to this place of feeling like you're stuck, you're not really stuck. You're in the prime position to see everything that's going on. This is how the quantum field works, right? If you know anything about quantum physics, everything is in existence, right? And it only materializes or comes into focus once you put your like around 4. I'm free around 4, because after 4 I'm laying down. Purification, cat's claw. If you know anything about this herb is very good with cleansing the body, almost like a detox. It purifies the blood, it purifies your system. And some of you need to purify or detox your environment. When I say purify or detox your environment, I mean that you need to get to this place where you don't let any negativity in and you don't let any negativity out, right? You're in this place where you understand what you're doing, where you've been, how you're getting there, and you're not letting anything come in and like it's almost like, okay, I'm just gonna have to say what I'm seeing. I'm almost seeing like a stream of energy, right? I'm seeing a stream of energy, but as soon as someone comes in that's not on your frequency or that comes in and messes up your train of thought, your manifestation, where you're going, how you have things lined up, it's almost like there's a wave that comes into a still stream. if that makes sense. So it's saying that you need to purify your environment. Some of you are around people that's smiling in your face and don't have your best interests at heart. This is why things don't come into fruition the way you want. Okay? Sometimes when you have people, haters, jealous people, or energy harvesters, succubus, when you're laying down with the wrong people, when you're spending too much time with the wrong people, when you live with